Hey, I'm Spook and welcome back to Crawl. I want to be honest, the only reason I'm even here is because I've got to record something. I'm exhausted. I spent most of the night here with the person I love the most, and, well, can't blame me for that, but also I did not get the opportunity to record, and I know I gotta get that out. Sure, this channel's failing, but it's still about the second most important thing I have right now. We're gonna be doing Madness mode. This is this game's endless mode. Sorry if the quality is not great, but also it's about 4 a.m. and the sun's gonna be coming up any minute here, so sorry. Not like this is getting any views anyway, I just need to get something out. Not a healthy mindset, not one I like to have, but I'm tired. Here we are. Can't remember the controls. Okay, it's space to move. Well, the game has kinda already soft locked me by having me facing this direction, I believe. Because the game does not like... Oh, never mind. The game's not a big fan of letting you turn around, but it seems like it worked fine that time. Right through here. I honestly have no clue how this is gonna play, because I don't really know how an endless mode of this concept would work. It makes some sense, as there's nothing really limited about this concept, but also how... Also, how is this gonna do it? Because I get the picture, if the monster comes, all that. Hi, syringe. Weird. And there's also this stuff. That's just a bomb. Why is there a bomb here? But, how are they gonna do an endless mode? It's just gonna be the monster chasing me through the caves while I try and get as many pictures as I can? That wouldn't be bad, per se. Oh, all the way down there. So I think that's it. I gotta run around trying to get as many pictures as I can before the monster kills me, and the syringe will restore my health. Okay, that's a cool concept, I guess. One of the things I was actually talking about earlier... No. Flashlight. One of the things I was actually talking about earlier that kind of pertains to this is the... What was it? Hellhole Cave? If you haven't heard of it, you're forgiven, because I hadn't either. It's a cave in I don't even know where that just leads to a, I think it was 50-foot vertical drop. And inside that cave, there is a large number of carved out human faces in the rock. It's presumably carved out. From what I've heard, it's not actually known if it's carved or if they were naturally forming. Which, how does a face naturally form? Especially something like in the cave, they just have a very well-defined, very well-carved devil head, so to speak. It's just the devil. Human head, horns, goatee. No, I can only have one syringe at a time. Good to know. Go away. But, so, if that were natural, how on earth would that have appeared? But, if it's not natural, how did people get down there? It's not like it's some new thing, something that's only like 10 years old or something. It's not like spelunkers went down there and were like, oh hey, let's mess with everyone. Because if that were the case, they would have to be new. These things, at least again from what I've heard, are over 100 years old. deep in this near impossible to reach part of, well, the world. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, this game is probably a poor choice because it's just not scary at all. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is probably one of the least scary, good horror games out there. If I can turn around, that'll help out. It doesn't look like it. Oh well. Whatever. It's fine. Tidiness also makes me less fearful. It's a kind of stupid thing. But... And that's the only evidence of humans in that cave, I believe, or only thing that can be evidence of humans in the cave. But it's also some pretty major evidence. Did I remember to refill the camera? I did. If it wasn't... if it wasn't humans, what would have put that stuff there? I don't necessarily believe in the concept of aliens having come to Earth just to put carvings of human faces in a cave, so I don't think it would be that. To my right, got it. Right through here. Oh, the game's bugging out like crazy. Oh well. Right through here, I'll hopefully lead me the same way. Yeah, we're good. But if it isn't... No. If it isn't... Thank you, flashlight. Very cool. If it isn't humans, then it realistically couldn't be natural generation, because there's no realistic way any of that, or no realistic way some of that is. What is it? Of course it could have been humans, but then how hundreds of years ago did people get down there to leave those sort of carvings? And why? What would be the point in something like that? Oh, those are both inconvenient. Feels like something you just wouldn't do, you know? I don't know any other caves with any sort of lore like that. It's just that one. There's catacombs, sure, but those just have human skulls. Human full bodies, realistically, but human skulls are a big one. I've never heard of another cave having actual just depictions of people that there's no evidence people were in otherwise. Honestly, that cave would probably make for a pretty good horror game. Though they need to come up with the concept. Hey, really? I don't need to take a picture anyway. It seems very non-aggressive right now, which is strange. Okay. Go. This makes no sense. So, does this account for where I'm facing now? No, it's where my body's facing, which means I'm supposed to go forward. Jerk. But I don't have a forward to go. I guess I'm going left and hoping that's the right way. It seems like this might be bugging out a bit, not showing the correct directions. Alright. Right down this way. It's actually one of the fascinating things with just caves in horror, and what makes them work so well. The humans aren't here. We couldn't really get down here. We can, but we don't have much need to, so we don't. So, what is down here? What could be lurking in these types of places? Yes, that's why so often monsters, the legends of them, they're found in caves. I don't remember the exact legend yet. Hi. I just pick. I'm gonna die now, huh? I'm getting a little irked today. That's my bad. Not being all so gentle. Oh well. even gonna happen. Oh, there we go. Okay. Supposedly we go forward, although the map doesn't actually line up with what is there. Yeah, this map's practically useless, it seems, because it doesn't actually tell me anything. I'm supposed to follow it, but it doesn't match up with the world today. Okay, let's try this way, I think this is the correct direction. I've been going on at once. Sheesh. Okay, so it seems like the syringes don't heal me. What do they do? Straightforward. How on earth is that not what I need to get a picture of? I'm pretty sure a human skull is some pretty damning evidence. Oh, that makes some sense. And refill the camera. Found 3. Any syringes? No. Let's just head through then. I guess realistically there are kind of monsters in caves. It's just things like bears. Dangerous, but not anything we don't quite know about, so to speak. Pretty normal animals. I didn't even know this spot was part of the cave. I don't remember this at all. And also that's in pretty big caves, obviously not a little crawl space like this. Actually, little crawl space caves like this are by far the more dangerous ones, not because there's something in them, because of the cave itself. Really? What? This glitch again. Okay, whatever, let's just head forward. Yeah. I think I die here. Because, well, what am I going to do about this? I don't know when this game added stamina, because I could have sworn I was allowed to sprint the whole way last time, but not this time. There we go. Now then. If I turn to my left, hide up. I guess technically speaking, it's not impossible, the concept of like maybe there is a species of ape or hominid that does just live in deep caves like that, but it's very unlikely, because if that were the case... Are you kidding me? I can't turn to the right. There you go. Because if that were the case, we would probably know about it, or even if we didn't know about it, how would they survive? What would they eat? Food is always a problem. Water, sure. Rain floods caves. That's actually a big problem with the Hellhole Cave. That's the one I was talking about earlier. Is that it'll flood. Well, I'm going that way, so if you're afraid of me, too bad. But then food, there's not a steady supply of fresh food falling from the sky like there is water. As awesome as that'd be, living in the cloudy with the chance of meatballs world. It just isn't the case for us, unfortunately. As much as everyone would love that. Oh shoot, I went the wrong way. Oh well. So, yeah, no, that's not it. Bugs are an option. There's plenty of spiders in caves, but can a person really survive on nothing but cave spiders? Something the size of a person, I should say. Just any very large cave-dwelling creature. Here we go. Then we can refresh the camera. The spider doesn't have much other than protein and probably iron, I guess. Because if I had to guess, they would have... I'm going to use this immediately. These don't heal much, though. If I had to guess, there's probably something like iron or the type inside of their carapace? Is that the word? Their chitin. I assume chitin would be high in iron. Or is it keratin? No, keratin's the stuff that's in the worms. Yeah, high. God, he's bugged. Alright. Say what you will about this game, because it's a cool one. It's buggy as all heck. Nothing I can do about it. I'm not the game's developer. I like it nonetheless. It just has a tendency not to work for me, or in general. No, just for me, actually. I don't think I've seen anything else in which it's, like, problematic with that. I am incredibly good at breaking the game. Sit down this way. I think this is the correct way. Map. Yes? I'm pretty sure this is the correct way. Go left here. It should be good. I guess that's kind of just the concept of horror in general, though. Things need to be... what's the word? Mysterious? Hard to understand? That's how you make things scary, I guess, is by having them not understood. That's also why the concept of ghosts kind of just enamors everyone at some point or another. It's these things, it's an afterlife for one. Everyone wants one of those, but also it's... oh, I'm going straight, right? Straight. Also, it's this ethereal thing, this thing that does not abide by the laws of existence that we know, that we define. So they're horrifying, theoretically. Of course, in practice, they're not even slightly scary, usually. But in theory... I guess it's the same with a lot of concepts. In practice, there's nothing so scary about them. Like, what's a good example? I guess spiders for people who don't have arachnophobia, or spiderphobia, as they are two different things, technically. I don't remember the actual name for spiderphobia, but arachnophobia isn't spiderphobia. It's weird. But... if you don't have arachnophobia, spiders aren't scary, because... what was it again? I don't even remember. They're just not dangerous, they're not mysterious, they're an animal, I guess you could say. Yeah, they're an animal. Bugs are animals. Just small animals. They're strange, that's for sure. They're not like us, which is actually why we're afraid of them. Because they're so abnormal to what we recognize as safe, so to speak, the standard mammal design. So they're terrifying. It's actually something you can learn from a lot of monster designs. Either it's something that very much goes the route of this monster is an animal, and it's then something like, I don't remember what this short was called but there was one on YouTube I saw a long while ago about this dystopian future where everyone saw anyone who wasn't a part of the city as a monster. And it was like this big kind of wolf-like head, sorta, on a bipedal but still mostly mammalian seeming body. And That's still a fine monster design, but that's a good monster design for something that's not supposed to be scary. You know what's going on at that point. You're not trying to scare the audience, you just need to design a creature, something inhuman. But, oh, I went completely the wrong way. That's fine though. When it comes to horror, you notice things more like Lethal Company, the Bracken, all these tentacles coming off this thing that's almost bird-like in a way, but also human-shaped. Left. And that is good horror design, I believe. Then you have just the giant spider, because apparently arachnophobia is much more common than I realize. Insanely so, apparently. People really don't like spiders. Yeah, I remember Sin's video on It's Steel. Her video series started underperforming around that point. Because around the point of the 4th chapter of the game. Because nobody likes spiders. I think they're pretty cool, though. But I don't pick them up and carry them around, but if a spider's in the room and I gotta get it out, I'm not gonna be opposed to, say, grabbing its web, carrying it around like that. I'm not gonna be afraid of doing something like that. They're cool enough. Oh, there are actually some spiders that probably even old. Like, flamingo spiders? They're pretty cute, as long as they're not poisonous. Jumping spiders are apparently very intelligent, so I'd probably be more than willing to hold something like that. There we go. But say your standard cellar spider, nah, they're not cute, and there's nothing really all too nice about them, and they do bite. But they're fatal. They're not very fatal. There have been 2 fatalities, and there's no reason to risk that. Like, probably I'm not allergic, but why find out now? But yeah, sorry that I got off topic for a while. It's the big thing that inhuman, or more accurately, non-standard is what makes things scary, what makes monster design scary. Or even just concepts. Like the Backrooms is terrifying because it goes against what we know about existence as a whole. But so lost my thought for a second. With monster designs that usually shows itself, as I was mentioning before, things like the Bracken or just spiders. The Thumper is a good one. Lethal Company still. For Go content warning, we have things like the Blender Man. Just things strange that we don't understand. That's... I can't preemptively charge this. It makes sense. Our brains are kind of wired to... guess that's it. It makes sense. Our brains are kind of wired, or brains in general are kind of wired to, like, not repetitive, but consistent. Consistency, that's a good way to put it. They like what they know. And since we don't know with Monster, and we're scared of it, or people are scared of it, most people. And yeah, it's, I guess, how you make good horror. Just can't understand it, which also makes it virtually impossible for a person to succeed at. A bit of a problem. Probably also why almost no horror game is actually scary. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. This isn't scary at all. Not a single game I've played on this channel is even slightly scary. Other than Lethal Company with the fear of letting down your partners, I guess, and stuff like that. Yeah, no. But, yeah. This has been Crawl V1.3, probably got an update. 2nd episode. Madness Mode, 7 photos. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.